All right, listen up, witches and wizards. Did you know Harry Potter's third year is basically one long series of oops? That's illegal. Oops. That's dangerous. And oops, that's a werewolf. Stick around. Hit that subscribe button before a Dementor kisses your soul out. And let's dive into the wonderfully chaotic mess that is Prisoner of Azkaban. So Harry starts his summer doing what he does best, trying not to use his wand on his relatives. Unfortunately, Aunt Marge shows up and immediately starts insulting his entire bloodline. Harry snaps. His magic explodes, and Marge inflates like a balloon at a questionable bachelor party. Harry panics, runs away, and boom, the night bus appears. Driven by a man with the energy of someone who's had too much coffee and zero sleep since 1974. They rush Harry to the leaky cauldron, where Fudge shockingly does not expel him. Apparently, blowing up family members is fine, but God forbid he uses magic to fix his glasses. At Hogwarts, the vibe is dark. Literally. Dementors are guarding the school, and these soul-sucking floating Dementors have the nerve to knock Harry out on the train. Luckily, Professor Lupin, the man who looks like he hasn't slept since Voldemort fell, wakes up and scares them off. Harry instantly decides Lupin is his new favorite adult. Honestly, same. Classes begin, and we get Hagrid's first day as a teacher, which goes beautifully until Malfoy pretends a scratch is basically a fatal wound from Buckbeak the Hippogriff. Typical Malfoy behavior, dramatic, whiny, and somehow still getting away with everything. Snape steps in with the coldest energy possible and gives Harry a look like, I already hated your father. Now I hate your choices too. Meanwhile, the school reveals the big, scary secret. Sirius Black, mass murderer, escapee, is supposedly coming for Harry. Posters everywhere say he's armed, dangerous, and extremely handsome in a deranged way. Ron's Ratsgabas is freaking out. Hermione is mad at everyone. Harry's stress eating is at an all-time high. It's a whole mood. Then comes the Marauders map. The Hogwarts version of GPS. If GPS also exposed your sneaking habits, Fred and George give it to Harry, cementing themselves as the older brothers he deserved. With it, Harry sneaks into Hogsmeade. Spies on conversations he was definitely not emotionally prepared to hear. And finds out Sirius Black was apparently his parents' BFF turned traitor. Harry, fueled by righteous teenage rage, is like, cool, I'll just murder him later. Fast forward to the iconic broom scene where Dementors crash the Quidditch match like unpaid bills crashing into adulthood. Harry plummets, his broom snaps, and he cries internally while pretending he's fine. Lupin starts giving him Patronus lessons, basically emotional therapy in the form of shiny animal lasers, and Harry is surprisingly good at it. Then everything goes off the rails. Ron gets dragged away by a giant dog that is somehow not the weirdest thing that happens that night. Harry and Hermione follow the trail into the Shrieking Shack, where Sirius Black reveals he is not. In fact, a murderous psycho. He's just very dirty, very dramatic, and very done with everyone's nonsense. Plot twist. Scabbers, Ron's rat, is actually Peter Pettigrew, a cowardly man who faked his own death, framed Sirius, and spent 12 years pretending to be a pet. Truly, the most committed roleplay of all time! Lupin arrives, then Snape crashes in with the I told you so energy of a man who takes things personally, and chaos erupts. Eventually, Sirius and Lupin force Pettigrew back into human form, and honestly, he looks exactly like someone who'd betray his friends for store-brand power. They try to take him to the castle, but the moon decides. Surprise! And Lupin transforms into a werewolf because he forgot his potion like someone forgetting deodorant on presentation day. Harry and Hermione run for their lives. Sirius fights a werewolf. Dementors swarm in like goth jellyfish, and Harry swears he sees his dad cast a Patronus charm. Spoiler, it's him from the future, because time travel is suddenly a thing now. With Dumbledore's vague instructions, because he refuses to ever say anything straight. Hermione reveals her secret time turner. They yeet themselves back a few hours, free Buckbeak recreate the Patronus scene, and rescue Sirius in a dramatic midnight flight across the lake. It's the closest thing Harry gets to a family vacation. In the end, Pettigrew escapes like the slimy plot device he is. Sirius goes on the run again. Lupin resigns from teaching because apparently being a good professor doesn't matter when you're sometimes a wolf. and Harry gets a brand new broomstick because trauma deserves presents. And that, my friends, is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the year where Harry meets a godfather, learns about betrayal, time travels without a license, and survives puberty on top of everything else. If you want more Naughty Hogwarts recaps, hit like, smash, subscribe, and I'll see you faster than Hermione punching Malfoy in the face.